Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports as we get ready to go with our Saturday night presentation. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team. Pass to Bosch. Doubled by Bamba. Here's Olajuwon. Gets the three ball to go. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And here's Minnesota now. The shake. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
And Towns' three-pointer is the lead. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Bamba inside. Outside Richardson. Antetokounmpo for three. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folk. He can pass it, too.
And he drives in. Olajuwon.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Houston foul. Tony Allen. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And there's the rejection.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 7.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Simmons. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good. And he'll go to the line.
Excellent concentration that time by the 6'10" Simmons. Very good at completing these chances despite the defense's best efforts. Boy, you get everything you want from a young star in Anthony Edwards. I mean, excellent all-out energy in every minute he's on the floor. Plays hard and with great intensity, and he's got a commitment to working hard in practice. That is a really good combination for one of your franchise players.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Practice certainly has paid off when you look at Anthony Edwards' stat line, Clark.
Yeah, improvement across the board, BA, and that doesn't just happen by accident or osmosis. You got to put the work in. In almost every category, his game is only getting stronger and better. The future, extremely bright for this young man, especially if he can keep that arrow green and going forward.
And it's Simmons with the jam.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive, cutting mentality.
Here's Smith.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Fades. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Simmons has got 7 points in the game.
You know, critics like to focus on this with Simmons, his jump shot, but he's really working on trying to gain confidence in that area.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 7. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. The Rockets trail. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. To the inside. Here's Bosch.
You know, with excellent lateral quickness for his size, Bamba's a quality defender.
To the paint. It's 2-on-1. Here's Olajuwon. He has 7. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Hey, best of luck trying to slow Akeem down. Going up for a full-strength power jam.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And they'll get another chance. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Back comes Houston in transition. And not going to let him get the easy dunk. The defense put the stop to it. But a foul is called and a trip to the free throw line instead.
Well, you look at Glenn Rice, and he's a versatile offensive weapon from the perimeter or pretty much anywhere on the court. He can find his points.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. So it's Minnesota now. Antetokounmpo, bam! 9 points in the game.
You know, Ben Simmons can make spectacular passes, but he doesn't need to be flashy. He's all about helping his teammates get easy baskets.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And Giannis with the dunk.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
The rebound by Bamba. And here's Minnesota now. Here's Karolinko. Oh, Howard home. Oh, wow. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Well, you know, after he was jettisoned by the Cavaliers, Kevin Porter Jr. getting a second chance here with the Rockets, and they put the ball in his hands and believe in him.
And Kevin Porter with an opportunity in Houston now to learn from his past mistakes.
Well, B.A., controlling his turnovers, now still a work in progress, but all these early reps will serve him well long term.
Timeout called. Houston. Both good from the line that time. When you look at Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he provides versatility out of the backcourt.
Bringing value as both a scorer and playmaker. B.A. KPJ is not your traditional 1 or 2. I think he's more of a combo guard skill set, and his athleticism makes him an X factor. He's very comfortable with or without the ball.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Simmons. 7 points in the game.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Now here's Simmons. 9 points in the game. Here's Karolinko. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
One thing this Rockets team does very well, they get themselves to the line.
That they do. And they make it hurt once they do. Effectively drawing fouls and making your free throws is something some teams struggle with. But this Houston squad has it down.
And so he hits both. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
The shot is good. Fultz making the play. Allen's got 8.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz. They're excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Inside. Simmons. Oh, nice D from Fultz. Pass to Whiteside. Deflects the pass. Richardson for 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter.
The Rockets, 47.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Another thing is they've created lots of second chances at the line, knocking down a high percentage of their free throws tonight.
Now here's Fultz.
Minnesota foul. R.J. Hampton. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Olajuwon. Shoots. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Fires from deep. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Nice focused shot that time by Giannis at the arc. He'd love to be even more consistent from out there, but he's making progress in that area.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Pass to Olajuwon. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz. He's got 13.
Boy, it's been attack after attack from Hakeem in this one. He's not giving the defense any breaks.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Here's Sharp. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Hakeem really excels when operating in the pick and roll. He's such a good roller and a very skilled finisher as well.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Pass to Olajuwon. Second shot opportunity. And that one's good. Sharp. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo has got 9 points in the quarter. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Minnesota with the ball. Pass to Hampton. From behind the arc. Here's Bassi. The kick out to Richardson. Here's Kirilenko. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Defense comes at Karolinko hard, but no problem for him. He stays focused and physical, still able to get the shot off, absorbing the contact.
And it's tied up with that one.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Now Smith, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Here he goes. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Here's Hampton. That one's wide left. And it's Houston's ball.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here. So they will count the bucket.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
And out of bounds. Houston will have it. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Antetokounmpo up top. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Here's Bassi. Knocks it down from distance. 5 points in the game.
You know, this is what happens when you combine center size with developing point guard skills. Giannis running the offense to perfection right there.
Now here's Smith. Here's Whiteside. And he banks in the layup. And the Rockets lead by 1.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Blocked! Here's Rice. For 3. Bassi pulls it in. Pass to Karolinko. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Now here's Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Karolinko. This one for 3. Second chance effort. And Antetokounmpo with the lay-in. Antetokounmpo has got 11 here in the quarter alone. Got a piece of it. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
The Rockets trail. To the wing on the left. Here's Olajuwon. The shot comes out. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Kaminsky outside. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep. And now a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Good body control that time by Frank Kaminsky. Seems to me that he's got really good balance and rhythm when he's catching and shooting.
Here's Olajuwon. 17 points in the game. Boy, you look at Jalen Green. All the tools to be a star.
It may take some time. Now, growing up, he was always the most talented, but he is a gym rat and a worker, a grinder. So I bet on him to reach his full potential soon.
When it comes to Jalen Green now, it's obvious he can score. That's a given. But he's also a remarkable athlete, and his vertical really jumps out at you, if you will.
Timberwolves foul.
The first one falls.
What Akeem provides for his team is a rock-solid foundation. They can rely on him on both ends and build schemes around his talents.
No good on the second free throw.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
There's the block. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of this game. On the attack, Simmons. The layup off target.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to Fultz. The Rockets again can't hit. It could go. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Tries again. Chalk up two there. Antetokounmpo's got 24 points.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Fultz can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead.
And just continuing to impress at every level. Smith Jr. was a 5-star recruit, led Auburn to a great season as a freshman, and he's just starting to tap into his potential now.
Timeout called. Houston.
Charge to Houston. Ready to move? Here are your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers. Give it up for your Timberwolves dancers.
Smith Jr. with incredible upside, Grant. And he's got the work ethic to make it all happen.
Yeah, he really does, B.A. He's a humble guy. He puts in extra time at practice, and it really shows in his skill set. Just very advanced for his age.
And he comes up with a bucket. Simmons has got 11 points.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
On the wing, Richardson fires the three, drops in the three. And now it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Pass to Olajuwon. Will it go? That shot is off. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Here's Olajuwon. And he makes it on the layup. He's got 21.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Rice. And there's a pick. Oh, stolen by Richardson. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And the big finish by Giannis.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Ali. Thanks.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Great pass by Bosh there.
Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
You know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Outside Fultz. Pass to Olajuwon. And stolen by Simmons.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
You know, one of the things that sets McDaniels apart is his ability to guard virtually any position on the floor. He creates major matchup problems with that versatility.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points, their largest margin of the game.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Here's Fultz. Pass to Olajuwon. No good on the triple. Talking about McDaniels' defense. That's how he got a lot of minutes early in his career.
You know, a lot of guys make their mark defensively early on, which buys them time to develop in other areas, and it's an ideal way for young players to contribute right away. If you're stressing defense, then he's a guy that you want on your team.
Here's Olajuwon. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, Hakeem's size makes him hard to match up against, especially when he's determined to score inside.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Minnesota with it. Pass to Kaminsky. Shoots over Fultz. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, when Frank Kaminsky plays like this with this kind of aggressiveness, it forces the defense to react.
And the Rockets will go for a different look here.
No one expected to see that. He's been owning the line as of late. Excellent use of it. Physical gifts, goes up strong and captures the board.
Hey, we've heard a lot of coaches say, including Warriors coach Steve Kerr, about load management. If you want to see the Stars play more often, cut the schedule back, maybe 72 games. Grant, your thoughts?
You know, B.A., this is a problem and a concern, I think, for the league. You go back 20, 30 years ago, Stars played every night when available. Now you're not seeing that with the workload and the back-to-back and the concern with players and their safety and the amounts of money they make over their contracts. 72 games is a possibility, but I prefer to keep it at 82. Maybe I'm just a traditionalist.
Now here's Fultz. Pass to Reed. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. The 3 from Bamba. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 18. Pass to Whiteside. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. And the Timberwolves making a change here. 1:33 left in the third quarter here. Here's Simmons. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
You know, Ben Simmons is so unique as a player. I think he's one of the few non-bigs who can actually dominate a game scoring below the foul line. Not just scoring, but with his passing, too.
Here's Sharp. Pass to Fultz. And it's off from three-point range.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Here's Reed. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Here's Simmons.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
And both free throws good for Simmons. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Sharp. Takes a three. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Kaminsky outside. From the arc. Sinks the tray. Kaminsky's got 8.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Fultz can't get it to go.
He remains scoreless on the quarter, unable to help them narrow the gap.
Here's Dosunmu. Launches it. The rebound by Whiteside. Here's Sharp. Some solid defense from Bamba. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fultz with it. There's the triple. Not going to go that time.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Well, since Commissioner Silver took over, Grant, it seems the league's dress code is now leaving more, let's say, wiggle room. You good with that?
Yeah, a lot of wiggle room, at least compared to when I played, when it was more of a business casual environment. But I think it's great. Let the players be themselves. Let them be authentic. And I think in a weird kind of way, it endears these players to the fans at home watching on TV.
Like a bunch of runway models before and after every game.
No question, no question.
And the Timberwolves with possession. Goes up from the top of the key. And the basket by Dosunmu.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the shot goes down. He's got 25.
He is the complete package at the center position. Hakeem Olajuwon is a force at both ends. You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Ball stolen. In transition. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Dosunmu for 3. Rockets with a rebound. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. For 3, Smith. And here's Minnesota now. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Giannis continues to expand his offensive arsenal, and with that, his confidence and ability can actually take over more.
Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Bosch. Antetokounmpo covering. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Smith.
Down on the scoreboard, you can actually see they're starting to press a little bit, particularly from deep.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Grant, when you see players make that leap from star to superstar, think about guys like Giannis and Jason Tatum. I mean, what is that step like? You did it.
Well, it's interesting. You know, you come into the league and you have success right away, but at some point, everything just clicks. It could be year 4, year 5, year 6, usually in that window where now you figure things out and now you take that next step and become elite. Now, BA, you know, I'm hoping that things start to click with me in my golf game. It's been about 4 or 5 years there, too.
Superstar status is not in the cards for you.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Pass to Allen. To the middle. Here's Olajuwon from outside the arc. Pure from three-point range. 32 points in the game for him.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Ooh, they pick off the pass. That shot missing. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Over to the wing. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
Antetokounmpo is a player who does a little bit of everything and all of it really well. Check out that pass.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Back to Dosunmu. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too. Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Antetokounmpo. Kept alive. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Kirilenko. 4 on the clock. Over Allen. Kirilenko, no good. Here's Rice. Another 3 from Houston.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some 3s.
Here's Olajuwon. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Antetokounmpo outside.
2 minutes.
Here's Bassey. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Timeout called. Houston. Picture up by 12. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter.
Timeout charge to Houston.
Up top, Smith. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
he got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he sinks the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Pass to Kirilenko. And here's Simmons. That one goes in. Simmons is... got 12 points here in the second half.
And for a 6'10 player like Simmons to be handling the ball like that, come on, that's criminal.
And stolen by Simmons. .116 left to play in the fourth. And that one's long.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
A really solid victory for them here tonight. They kept things simple, took what the defense gave them, and grabbed the win
for the Timberwolves.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He really influenced the game with his rebounding. Just a stellar performance. With all the work he put in, he's going to sleep well tonight. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Outside Simmons. And so it's Minnesota with the W. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the